Alrighty, congratulations. If you are watching this video, that means that you probably have a buyer. And so I want to walk you through some of the basics so that way you understand what you need to be doing. But the most important thing throughout this entire process is stay in touch with me and your coach, especially if this is the first time you're doing this. So I'm going to share a couple of things with you, and I'm just going to explain to you a little bit about the process. I'm going to go through it quickly, and just remember that you have your coaches, reach out to them and uh, get a hands-on walkthrough through this transaction. And we're going to check your documents for you. So there are a couple of other videos that's going to show you how to run comps and do a couple of other things. So if you have any questions, just reach out, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to pull this up right here. And this is my representing the buyer process. So you can get a copy of this from your coach. And we do have questions for investors, renters, whatever the client is. We have those questions, but we want you to talk to us. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to interview your clients, get their basic information. Have they been pre-approved? What are they looking for? Where do they need? What area of town? What city? What's the timeline looking at? And then you want to break it down to, what's your favorite room in the house? How many bedrooms do you need? Do you need a game room? Do you want a pool? No pool? Those particular items. And then you can go ahead and ask them about pre-approval. Have you gotten your pre-approval letters? Have you gotten your pre-approval letter? If not, let me recommend to you a few. But before you recommend lenders, know what those lenders offer, because some lenders, even though they do offer really great programs, they require a higher credit score. And so if your clients don't have that higher credit score, they may get rejected by some of those lenders that require the higher numbers. Go with somebody who works with a lot of first-time home buyers, who have for down payment assistance programs, who do take a lower credit score, or they shop with more lenders. That's really, really important. So, do they have enough for down payment? How much are they qualified for? How much can they afford? So you want to make sure that you're connected to a couple of mortgage brokers. So with that, you should be working, going to industry day or working on your passport. So that way you know what questions to ask the mortgage broker. So that way you can refer to them the right mortgage broker for what it is they need. Um, and you can start helping them find their home. So you're probably watching this video and you're like, where do I get my buyer's rep sign? Well, get your buyer's rep and your IABS right in the beginning. You can go ahead and start drafting that, but go ahead and present it to them. They may or may not sign it right away, but as long as you present it to them right when you start talking about real estate, you're set. All right. They don't have to sign it right away, but as long as you present that information and share with them, what your responsibilities are, what you plan on doing for them. They can have it in queue. And then when they're ready, they'll go ahead and sign, or when you know that it's the right time, go ahead and resend it to them. Start finding their homes, set them up on HAR. Inside the matrix or on your app, save the search, name it after them, share it with them. And that way, um, when they select items that they like, it's going to notify you, or when new listings come up, it's going to automatically notify you. So you're going to learn that from her. That's the reason why we asked you to take Matrix 1, Matrix 2. And then if you have Platinum, and we do recommend that all our agents have Platinum membership with her. So you're going to gather their search criteria, set it up, and then you're going to make sure you get the updates and start finding homes and prepare to show properties. Now, when you set them up with these searches, sometimes they'll get 20 or 30 homes. You need to break this down. As a good buying agent, you're going to remember that they want a walk-in closet. So even if they walk into a house and everything is like perfect, meets their criteria, and they have like a teeny tiny closet, you need to be the first one that says, hey, by the way, I know it meets all your criteria, but check out the closet. It's a little bit small. Are you sure you want this? Or maybe they want an island in their kitchen, or they want their kitchen to be fantastic. The other thing is you want to check the historical data for the house before you go show them the house. Why has it been on the market for 130 days? Is something wrong with the property? Maybe they want something that they don't have to fix up. And maybe you can find the inspection or pull the inspection report. So this is going to save you time and hours of showing. You can break down the properties. They may send you 12 properties, but they told you they want A, B, and C. And if you look at A, B, and C, and it only meets 5 of the criteria, just come and say, hey, what is it about these properties? Because you told me this, but these properties have this. Maybe they didn't notice. Maybe they just got excited. So do that. I limit how many properties I show my clients, but it's because I shop for my clients. I know what they're looking for. And sometimes they might change and they might decide they want to move to the other side of town versus where they told you. It is not a problem. But if that's what they're doing, then you need to pay attention to why did they change area? What prompted them to change that area? Did they now realize whatever? And don't forget your new builds whenever you're shopping. Sometimes developers and builders don't have properties listed. So if you're shopping in a good price point, you might be able to find a new build for them. And that might not be on HAR. So you might have to make a couple phone calls, or maybe you can reach out to me and I can help you. Once they're ready, place the offer, find out if there's other offers on the property, find out what's happening with the property, make sure you get all your seller docs, run a comp, do the documents, send it to your clients for signature. And then once, if you're lucky and you get it executed, fantastic. If not, and there's a little bit of negotiating back and forth, keep everything in writing. All right. And just because the listing agent says, hey, we're going to go ahead and accept your offer, don't wait 3 days to draft the documents. You only have 24 to 48 hours to respond, anyways. But go ahead and redraft the documents, get it signed and executed quickly. Because while you are waiting, this happens a lot. While they are waiting for you to redraft the documents, they could receive a better offer. And just because they said yes to you and the docs aren't executed, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to um, that does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to get that your docs executed, that they haven't accepted your documents, so they can accept somebody else's documents. Okay, so just to be clear, just because there was a verbal agreement doesn't mean that you're locked in. You need to go ahead and redraft your documents, get it resubmitted, and get it executed, and get yourself into option. Make sure once you get all the signatures in, once it all is executed, make sure you know all your timelines, know when your option ends, know when and where you're supposed to deposit earnest money, know where when and where the title company is, know when option ends, when financing period ends, when the contract's closing, put it all onto a calendar. So that way you can send weekly reminders to your clients on, hey, this is where we're at and this is the steps that we're in. You should be talking to your clients no less than once a week, if not multiple times. Schedule your inspection immediately. Prepare for any amendments or repair requests and make sure you knock all that out in the beginning. Don't wait until option ends or the day of option. A lot of agents do that, and sometimes that kind of just makes the seller more upset than anything. Give them time, and then to help them be more agreeable, say, hey, look, if you guys go ahead and agree to what we want, we'll go ahead and terminate the option, and that way we can go right into contract, get underwriting and appraisal done immediately. Um, Title should have a copy of everything as soon as the contract's executed. Make sure you drop the earnest money, check, get the receipts, upload it to your back office, get your CDA, start getting all those things prepared and provide information um, to all the parties in the transaction and review the title work with your clients when they come in, ask them if they have any questions. And if they ask you something that you don't know, it's okay. Once the title company say, hey, title company, my clients asked me this, could you help me with this? Make sure all your survey items are done. If there's a T-47 that needs to be done or submitted, make sure your clients order contracts if you're supposed to, and review and provide it to your clients. Make sure you keep a copy for your files. And then final loan approvals, check and see if there's any kind of stipulations, anything that that the lender needs from your clients. Make sure the lender is keeping you updated. If you're working with a lender that is like going the other direction while y'all should be going to this direction, just keep note of it and don't work with them in the future, but don't cause problems in the middle of the transaction, because you really want this to go smoothly for your clients, especially if your clients chose that lender. Set a closing time and then get your closing gift. Get something that's fun, something unique, something that's personalized, pictures, paintings, frames. Um, if it's a first time home buyer, then they probably don't realize they need a bucket full of all kinds of cleaning products and some welcome things that can be marketed in the property that's going to have your information in it. A cutting board is always fantastic. A lot of people like to do that, but anything that's personalized with their information and your information works really well. Welcome them with the keys and their gift to their new home. Make sure you have the keys. Make sure you get that lined up properly. And by the way, if you close on a Friday afternoon, but everything hasn't been funded, your clients do not get the keys for the house until Monday when funds come in. So until you get funding, do not give keys to your clients. Even if the listing agent's like, here are the keys, don't do it. Okay. So there's a lot of so that's just in short, just what you need to know um about the buying process. So don't forget, you have to maintain your clients, things like homestead exemption, reminding them to protest their taxes, sending them a house anniversary card, sending them happy birthday cards, checking in to see how they're doing. All those things leads to a referral business. They will say, hey, use my real estate agent. My real estate agent did a fantastic job. That is just the basic of your information. Is just basic information. You're going to get the more detailed on how you do specific things with your coaches. So if y'all have any questions, reach out to me, reach out to your coach, reach out to your broker. I'm your broker at Lucky Money Real Estate anyways. But if anybody catches wind of this video, that's generally how I train my agents. Just the very basic is that's some really good information for y'all to have just to get going. Congratulations on finding this video, because if you're looking for this video and you have stumbled upon it, that means that you're ready. So if you're one of my agents, there are videos for you to uh, run comps, find the properties, um, draft documents, all that good stuff, and how to get to closing. So congratulations again. And I look forward to working with you. Y'all have a good day.